我现在在海德公园海德公园。那今天有一个蛮大的一个示威的集会活动就是关于欧洲在前2年的这个公投，英国在前2年的公投里面，脱欧的公投那好像已经到了最后要做决定的时候。那现在好像英国蛮多人对脱离欧洲这件事情感到蛮焦虑的可以看到现场其实非常多人，非常多人。
就可以看到就是有非常多的人呢，有非常多的人呢，然后背着欧盟的旗子，然后有世界各国的旗子，欧洲各国的旗子也有。然后很多年轻人然后甚至有很多，我刚才遇到一对家庭带着小朋友，大概10岁，举着标语，他们自己都自备标语过来自备标语过来，对到很多小朋友。还有狗狗也来了，背着欧盟的国旗。好，现在好像有人在击鼓，然后就好像很多人就往那个方向一起前进你看他们很多标语都是自己自备的很多年轻人都来了。We need a social transformation 社会的改造。We love you, we love you。所以其实这个我不晓得这个黑色的这个白色十字是哪一个什么样的旗帜，我也不太清楚。越来越多人往那个音乐的那个鼓声的方向前进。好像越来越多人了，越来越多人。越来越多人我们还有超人。欧洲超人，蓝色超人，飞的一只熊。
My name's Susie Parr.
Yeah. Can you explain the whole situation about the protest?
In 2016, there was a vote about whether we wanted to be part of the EU or to leave the EU. And 52% of the people who voted wanted to leave, and 48% wanted to remain. But that was only a very small proportion of the entire population. And the Leave campaign, the people who were trying to make us leave, their whole campaign was full of lies, full of misinformation. For example, that we would be sending 350 million a week to the NHS, which is complete nonsense, absolute nonsense. So people were, misinformed, and then it hooked into a very populist movement, a sort of almost like Trumpian kind of grassroots movement, where people just wanted to put up 2 fingers to the establishment. And so it went on like that, and eventually that was the vote result, and then the Tories said that they were going to honour that result. And what's really annoying is that Theresa May, who's our Prime Minister, keeps saying the people want to leave. And actually, you know, how can she say that? It's clearly not true. It's clearly not true. But
so democracy, we want another chance for the people to have their say and make it, and let the people have another chance to say what they really feel. Because now, as Susie said, the facts are out. People know the truth. We'd like to say.
What do you really want this?
Do you
really want to vote to be poorer and to lose your jobs? Lots of industries are pulling out and going to Europe. It's just a complete disaster. And if we have a no deal, it's
even worse, isn't it?
even worse.
So democracy will win, and we will get another vote.
And it's worth trying.
And try again.
And it's again like the Trumpian thing that there is no truth. It's a post-truth society. So the Leave campaign was just peddling lies in order to galvanise the grassroots. So what can you say? I mean, and they mobilised. They did this very clever sort of marketing on Facebook and social media where they targeted people and they said things to them like 350 million to the NHS. They said we're going to be invaded by Turkey. Turkey isn't part of the EU, but that was part of the Brexit campaign, wasn't it? So it's like all these lies and scaremongering kind of peddled to people. So that's why I am really cross.
Yes, of course.
Today
the truth is out. Today this is the truth. People are unhappy, and we're standing up for everybody. So join the march. Come and join us.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm learning too.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. My name is Futuru from Taiwan.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So how do you think about why 2 years ago people, I remember that 52?
Yeah, very close it was.
Yeah, they're very close. But why though? 2 years ago, 52% of people they vote for leave in Europe.
They were lied to.
Yeah.
Lied to from
The politicians from the Leave campaign, they made statements like leave the EU and you can have 350 million more a week for the NHS. They were just lies.
It was just so much, and the campaigns have been fined by the Electoral Commission for the way they behaved, for all the things that went on during the campaign. And I think that at the end of the day is one of the reasons why the vote was flawed, is that all these things happened. And I think a second vote is a good way to rectify some of those problems.
It's possible to assess that because this is the end of the day. I mean, the final decision is going to be made by the government.
Yeah.
So through the protest, is there any chance to revolt or to
We don't know.
We said to ourselves last night is that if all of this happens, if this has no effect, and all the catastrophic stuff happens that I think is going to happen as a result of Brexit, what are we going to say to our kids? And they're going to say, why didn't you stop it? And it was like, are we going to be able to say, well, we couldn't be bothered? We had to be able to do something and to be able to make our voices heard. And I think that was the reason that we had to sort of come along and say, actually, we don't believe in this. This does not represent us. And this is potentially going to be the biggest protest in British history. So I think they have to be able to listen to that. They have to be able to bring attention to things like that, and the petition that's going on at the moment. I think that does give them sort of pause for thought, and it should give some politicians at least a mandate to be able to say, look, the people don't want this. This is a bad idea. There's definitely a case or a popular opinion for a second referendum for revoking Article 50, and staying in the European Union. I think this does actually indicate that kind of sentiment.
Thank you very much.
No worries, you're welcome. Very welcome.
Success.
Yes.
I'm in favor of staying in the EU because I believe for our economic prosperity, the diversity of our society is all in line with our membership of the EU. I think staying in the EU it's great for our inclusivity and diversity of our society. So that's why I'm here to protest against separation, to protest against borders being erected. I think opening borders and also and joining in within our collective ideas and sharing collective values is the way forward, and that's why I'm here in favor of a second referendum.
Okay, so that's why you wrote this kind of sign.
Yes, that's why I did. Yeah.
So basically, you are considering culturally and socially about diversity.
Yes.
So how about if you UK lead EU? How about economically or politically? What's the
economically? I think we're facing a difficult time in terms of like leaving. The EU is our biggest market at the moment, which we expect to export to. So I think economically there will be a significant impact, but I think also more politically and also more the racist rhetoric that leaving the EU has in itself and it brings in itself to the table is also something that I'm not in favor of. I think blaming migrants for the difficulties that we face is not a true reflection of what the reasons, the problems we face are for, basically. So I think some people are blaming migrants, EU migrants and other migrants for the issues that we face. I think this is not true. This is fear-mongering and it's got no basis whatsoever. So I think I'm in favor of open borders and I'm in favor of us staying in the EU and ensuring that we make the best of that.
Okay. So for yourself, are you an immigrant or you based in UK?
My parents are immigrants, but I was born in
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, originally where you from?
Somalia. So my parents are from Somalia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Long. It's a long way.
It's a long far, very far.
Yeah.
So very far. So it's this idea that if as soon as things go wrong, we are to blame. It's the migrants' fault. And it's this idea that perpetuates in society, and that's one of the reasons why the people that were campaigning to leave, we managed to able to convince so many people. It's the fact that they put out themes and ideas that were too contrary to what the causes of the main issues are. They blame the economic issues, they blame crime, they blame all of the social issues that Britain faces today on migrants, EU migrants, and other migrants. It's always the other. That's the easy way, and I think that's not true. And I think if we go through that way globally, I think we're gonna live in a situation where fear mongering and we're subjugating the minority and those who are unable to protect themselves in every society, oppression and oppressive agendas, I would say. And that's why I'm here to fight it. And I think it's a part of a wider agenda. I think we have to stick together and we have to sticking together. I think like it's the only way. It's the only way you avoid, I think, massacres like the New Zealand massacre. You see what happened? When fear-mongering and when false ideas and themes of migrants are put forward and perpetuated by the media and by senior politicians, you get massacres like that. And I think that's why I'm here as well. I think that's why I'm here. I think sharing ideas, living together, being inclusive, being diverse together, and that's the only way. And I think that's the only way we can fight far-right racism and injustices around the world.
Okay, thank you very much.
No
so
problem.
what's your name?
Ali. Ali is my name. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
有点这个嘲讽他的那个表演所以这个也是一种抗争的形式啦，一种抵抗的形式它也是一种在政治上面用这种方式这个叫做我们叫做performance activism 或者是 cultural activism 文化展演主义的一种社会抵抗行动。
好，刚才大概访谈了3组人马他最后一组是从索马利亚来的，他爸爸妈妈是移民他比较从这个文化跟这个社会的角度推崇这个多元性，不要设定这个疆界当然他也提到说，在经济上面，如果说设定了就是说脱欧的话，在经济上面可能会遇到很多的问题。那他们一直这边的来抗议的都认为说，2年前的这个脱欧的公投呢，其实非常接近52%对48%。那52%呢，他们会投这个脱离这个欧洲，是因为他们认为当时整个政府在欺骗人民，提供的资讯不够明确，那造成说 这2年来，这个英国人为了这件事情开始就做很多的讨论。那做很多讨论以后，发现说，哇，你如果离开欧洲的话，整个在经济上面会被这个大资本家所控制哈，然后这个国家会控制更严格。但是呢，辛苦的人就会更辛苦，也就是说 ，M 型化会越来越严重哈。那刚才很多人有这样的一个说法。那接下来呢，还有很重要的问题是说。他们认为说，他们现在在这个抗议的行动里面呢，他们希望说能够再举行一次公投，在资讯比较清楚的状态下面再举行一次公投哦。那他们其实在这边都用这样的想法来参与这场游行。那我刚刚问到的每一个人都说，这一场游行、这场抗争的活动哦，可能是英国有史以来最大规模的抗议活动哦。他们说，这个全国各地的人哦，很多都来到这个地方海德公园哦。海德公园是一个非常重要的这个民主圣地哦，就是英国非常重要的民主的一个任何意见都可以在这个地方好好的这个来表达。你可以看到现场可以看到哈，越来越多的人开始往这边聚集哈，越来越多的人哈。那现场到底多少人我也不太清楚啊，但是这个部分我想我们可以在这个经验上面可以学习到很多。